Before watching the video, if you don't mind, please subscribe to our channel and click that bell icon, so you don't accidentally miss our next videos. Thank you. The guide that lets you sleep in. These days, it seems like productivity has been misnamed as a virtue, and how little sleep you get is almost a badge of honor. But there's no hiding how tired we all are. More than 1/3 of us sleep less than the recommended 7 to 9 hours a night, and it's having real consequences. The good news is that you can make up for lost time, quickly. Recent studies have shown that just 3 to 4 nights of more sleeping in can make up for sleep debt and reduce our tired size. Have you ever had an energy guide that recommends you sleep, eat, and exercise without compromising your weekend? Well, ours does. Follow this flexible 3-day guide to reset your energy. Day 1, Saturday. As tempting as it is, avoid staying out late on Friday and hit the bed at 11 p.m. Before you fall asleep, set a timer to go off in 10 to 11 hours. When to wake up, 10 a.m. Even though you're waking up at 10 a.m., getting 10 to 11 hours of shut-eye is still sleeping in. A 2016 study found that 1 hour of sleep debt requires almost 4 hours of sleep for recovery. So, sleep in, but not too long. You've got food to eat and a body to move. What to eat today? Add vegetables to your meals. Start the weekend with a veggie-filled meal. One of the best ways to improve your diet is to add vegetables to every meal. We also recommend letting go of any strict diets. It's important to fuel your body. Any kind of diet that restricts calories aggressively is not a sustainable plan, and it's not good for energy. Take a water bottle with you. Or keep a glass of water next to you all day. Proper hydration helps improve your energy and your metabolism. Even mild dehydration can impact your mood and leave you feeling fatigued. Stick to 1 glass. You may fall asleep easier with a few drinks. However, alcohol disrupts your sleep pattern and can leave you struggling to fall back asleep in the middle of the night. A glass is all right. Just make sure you polish it off a couple of hours before bed. What to do today? Don't check your email. Take the weekend completely off to help decrease stress and recover from physical and emotional exhaustion. Research has shown that you'll catch up faster and bounce back better if you fully disconnect from work. Hit the gym. Try walking, a gentle bike ride, or yoga for low-intensity exercise. If you're looking for something that gets your heart rate up a bit more, cardio at a conversational pace or strength training is a good place to start. Just a little bit of exercise will help you feel more energized throughout the day, fall asleep faster, and sleep longer. Clean your bedroom. Your sleep space matters. A messy room can leave you feeling stressed and anxious, which isn't ideal for restful sleep. But it's more than what you can see. Dust can reduce your sleep quality and cause headaches, congestion, and itchy eyes or throat come morning. Give your room a quick tidying up. Clean sleep. Wash your sheets once every 1 to 2 weeks to reduce dust mites and other allergens. Vacuum your drapes and carpet to remove built-up dirt and dust. Clean your pillows and mattress. When to sleep today? 11 p.m. Set a timer to wake you up in 9 to 10 hours. You'll still be sleeping in on Sunday. It's just a little less so that you can get used to waking up with only 7 hours of sleep later on. Day 2, Sunday. When to wake up? 8 a.m. With nearly 10 hours of sleep for 2 days, you should already feel more energetic, but don't take it as a sign of full recovery. Research shows it takes at least 3 days to totally go back to normal. Stick to our guide for 2 more days. What to eat today? Choose veggies and whole foods today. Also really focus on limiting foods with added sugar and artificial ingredients. Go easy on the caffeine. You don't have to go cold turkey. Limit yourself to 1 to 2 cups and switch to caffeine-free herbal tea after 2 p.m. to prevent interrupting your sleep tonight. Eat to beat fatigue. Refuel with foods that beat fatigue, like whole fruits, nuts and seeds, and sweet potatoes. High-protein snacks like jerky, trail mix, and hummus are also a great place to start. What to do today? Avoid the temptation to nap. Naps can disrupt your circadian rhythm, or your internal clock. Stretch or go for a walk. Gentle exercises, like stretching or walking, can help you sleep better and fully relax. Yoga in particular can help you de-stress, relieve anxiety, improve your mood, and feel less tired. You can do yoga in the comfort of your own home. When to sleep today? 11 p.m. Make time to unwind. Prep for bedtime with an unwinding activity like gentle stretching, reading a book for a few minutes, or taking a bath or shower. You have to let your brain know that bedtime is coming. A consistent bedtime routine that starts 15 to 60 minutes before bed can cue your brain it's bedtime. Try a white noise machine or earplugs. If you're still having trouble falling asleep, even simply turning on a fan can help. Blackout curtains or a sleep mask can also make a big difference in how well and deeply you sleep. Day 3, Monday. When to wake up? 6 a.m., depending on when you need to get up for work. Waking up at 6 or 7 a.m. will still provide you with the much-needed 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Don't hit the snooze button. If you need a little help, get out of bed and start making your morning coffee. Just be careful not to overdo it. Caffeine can't fix a bad night's sleep. What to eat today? Have breakfast, don't skip meals. While it's important to only eat when you're hungry, skipping meals can leave you exhausted. Follow the meal plan you worked out on Saturday. Be sure to keep your body fueled throughout the day, even if you're busy. Opt for a lighter lunch. People who eat a lot at lunch tend to have a more noticeable dip in energy in the afternoon. Avoid fatty foods like French fries, chips, and ice cream. Studies have found that people who sleep less tend to eat more calories, especially from fat, and feel less alert in the afternoon. What to do today? Other than work, there are a few things you learned over the weekend that you can add to your daily routine, including going for an afternoon walk or getting a workout in. Exercise can reduce fatigue from an overworked brain, according to a 2016 study. If you can, schedule the day's workout around lunch or in the afternoon to get the brain-boosting benefits when they matter the most. It also doesn't really matter what time you exercise, as long as you do it. Studies have found that evening exercise won't ruin your sleep. Prioritizing sleep over hitting the gym. Most researchers also agree that how well you sleep is healthier than making the time to exercise. If you don't have time for the gym, rest. Improving your sleep tonight may help you hit the gym tomorrow. When to sleep? 11 p.m. Most people's circadian rhythm is set to go to bed around 11 p.m. and wake up around 7 a.m. Even if you're getting enough sleep, if it's not in line with your circadian rhythm, you can actually function like a sleep-deprived person. To help set your sleep patterns, hit the hay a bit sooner. If you had a hard time waking up today, you may want to get to sleep a little earlier. Set your alarm to make sure you're getting at least 7 hours of sleep. Don't use screens an hour before bed. The bright, blue-hued lights that come from smartphones, TVs, and even lamps signal to the brain that it's daytime and time to wake up. If you're having trouble falling asleep, try dimming the lights 15 or 30 minutes before going to bed. Get at least 7 hours of sleep each night. Eat balanced foods throughout the day. Incorporate exercise into your routine. Limit alcoholic drinks and sugary foods. Sleeping is charging yourself with energy. There are a lot of habits you can change to have more energy throughout the entire day. In general, you'll know if you're getting enough sleep when you wake up easily without an alarm clock, don't feel tired or sleepy during the day, don't sleep longer on the weekends than you do on weekdays. If you're still feeling tired or having difficulty sleeping well, it's time to talk to your doctor. Waking up tired after several full nights of sleep can be a red flag that you may have a sleep disorder or something else going on. Food or caffeine can't make up for missing much-needed rest. If your low energy levels are because of a lack of sleep, sleep in. It's better to catch up on your ZZZs than force a fatigued you to take on a new routine without the necessary energy and motivation. The rest of the week. When you wake up, remember that you spent the last 3 days recovering. Third time's a charm. Now's the time to start living. Meal plan for the rest of the week. Save yourself time and brain power by sketching out what you'll eat this week to avoid skipping meals or grabbing takeout. It can be helpful to buy everything you need for the first few days and pack your lunch the day before. By doing this, you're all set to go. If you liked our video, hit the like button, leave a comment, and your wishes, or suggestions on what you would like to see next. Have a nice and healthy life.